obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. And that old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team, and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Frank, when you think Fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 2023 Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament. It's Class 1A semifinal day here at County Sports Complex here in the capital city of Iowa. It's Des Moines, Iowa. You get a nice view of the downtown skyline here off to our right. It's a 1A semifinal everybody's looking forward to. It's the 1A first seed, Des Moines Christian Lions, taking on the fourth-seeded Gilbert Tigers. Hello, everyone. Blake Walker along with my partner, Austin Oliver. In for a good one here today, Austin. These two teams got both 2-0 victories over their opponents. Des Moines Christian with the victory over Hudson, and Gilbert with the victory over Underwood. Talk about how these two teams got here, because I think we're in for a great game today.
I agree. It's going to be a nice one. Beautiful weather out here, a little hot, a little bit of a breeze, but couldn't be asking for better than the Boys State tournament absolutely right now. So
it's definitely one of those days that it's warm. It's about almost 85, 90 degrees. Take a look at how both these teams got to where we're at. Gilbert, 13-5 record on the season. Defeated Underwood 2-0 in the quarterfinals. Madison Powers, Sarah Thatcher, 1 goal each. Braylon Thomas, their goalie, had 6 saves. For Des Moines Christian, 15-2 record. Defending state champions beat Assumption, broke their 5-year winning streak last year. 2-0 in the quarterfinal with a win against Hudson. Isabel Garcia and Olivia Lombardi both with a goal. Marin Miller with 4 saves for Des Moines Christian. These two teams played each other earlier this season. It was Des Moines Christian who got a win 2-0, and ironically, they played each other 2 years ago here and got the win 2-0. Austin, what's Gilbert got to do to get over that hump and take down the defending state champions?
Well, it's obviously a big offensive powerhouse coming in here from Des Moines Christian here. They're going to have to rely on that defense early and kind of ride that wave, that first wave that Des Moines Christian is going to throw at them, and then see if they can start to turn that around and get the offense going for them in their own way as well.
It's going to be a fun day of soccer. We got 3A, 2A, and here 1A state semifinal action. We're setting state championship spots today here at the County Sports Complex. We'll be back. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, an Iowa farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. As proud title sponsor of the state soccer tournament, the Iowa Farm Bureau is dedicated to creating a vibrant future for Iowa through partnerships and programs that help cultivate individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. Making it to the state tournament is a great accomplishment that takes a lot of support. That's why we provide millions of dollars in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence. And to help celebrate this achievement, the Iowa Farm Bureau provides commemorative soccer balls for each team competing in the state tournament. These keepsakes are a great way for these athletes to remember their experience here, as well as the teammates, coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors who've all played an important role in their journey. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau, congratulations to all the players and coaches on an outstanding season, and good luck in the tournament.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament Class 1A semifinals. Take a look at the Des Moines skyline of the capital city here, the principal building right downtown, probably the most iconic picture that you'll get here in the state of Iowa. And as we pan out, we can literally see it here from the press box, and everybody here on the field can see it too. It's a beautiful, beautiful addition to the county sports complex down here. We talked about Austin. The weather could be a factor today, and by weather we mean the heat. This is probably the hottest day of the week so far. Temps are going to get up to the low 90s. There is not much wind, unlike on Wednesday when we were here. Talk about, a couple things. Exhaustion, we already get the 20-minute break, but definitely heat becomes an issue because you're playing in the dead of the day. Most of these girls are used to playing at night.
Yeah, I think depth is going to probably be a big factor in today's game. We got everybody warmed up and sweating right now. It's not going to stop here as we get into the game. I'm not feeling good. I wouldn't be feeling good about being out there myself. So we're up here at the press box and have a little bit of sun beating down on our backs. But it's going to be a rough go for those gals out there today, and the depth is definitely going to be a factor here going forward.
Talk about Des Moines Christian defending 1A state champions. They return all but one starter from last year's championship team. They're currently on their third consecutive state trip here to the state tournament up at County Sports Complex. And as for Gilbert, they're making their seventh state tournament appearance as a team. They reached the Class 1A semifinals in 2021, where they lost to Des Moines Christian. So they're going to try to get back and revenge that loss from 2 years ago. On the other side of the bracket, Davenport Assumption is going to be taking on Bishop Heelan. Bishop Heelan defeated Nevada. Assumption got the win over Van Meter. So Assumption wants to get back and possibly play Des Moines Christian, where obviously you win for 5 straight years, you don't get back here, but Des Moines Christian, they want to build their own dynasty here.
Absolutely. I mean, both these semifinals kind of look like finals. They easily could be any four of these teams could be up there in the finals tomorrow. I think tomorrow's the finals for these gals.
Yes.
I think we're just going to have some really great matches today, some good matchups. I'm really looking forward to the game today.
Should be a lot of fun. We're about a minute and a half here away from our opening starting lineups. I was looking at the flag over here on the Coach County Field scoreboard, and there is no wind behind it. So the wind will not be an issue today. And for fans, that stinks. For players, maybe it's not a bad thing. We're currently sitting at 76 degrees. It honestly feels like 100 here in the sun. The sun's beaming on us here on top of the press box. But you're played with the conditions that you are dealt with, and we'll see how everything shakes out. Gilbert, 4 out of 5 wins their last 5 games. They did lose to Dallas Center Grimes on May 5th, 5-0, or May 12th, 5-0. That's a Dallas Center Grimes team that ran through Marion in the first round of the Class 2A quarterfinals. And Des Moines Christian, 5-0 in their last 5 games. Wins over Hudson, Regina Catholic, West Central Valley, Williamsburg, and then a close win over Panorama, 3-2. These two teams have played 4 times in the last 3 years. Des Moines Christian taking all of those matches, the closest of them being a 2021 in the regular season. Des Moines Christian winning against Gilbert 3-2. Championship game for this will be tomorrow, June 3rd on Field 6, right where we are. That game will take place at noon. You can catch that on Iowa Public Television. We're going to send it down to our PA announcer to get your starting lineups and get you going for this Class 1A semifinal. Des Moines Christian taking on Gilbert. Well, we thought we were getting our PA announcer. They're going to wait just a few more seconds here to get us going. But, yeah, getting ready to go. Oh, they're actually fixing the goal, it looks like. The goal over here on this left side of the field on your camera. It looks like the goal is actually, the net is a little messed up. So they're going to try to fix that. They got an official and someone else over there trying to fix that. So it's just like in basketball. The net has to be perfect. You're not just going to go out there and not have a perfect net. So they make sure everything's on tap and ready to go. Good crowd all across here today, obviously here at the state soccer tournament. Fans, I always say, Austin, they can sit the closest they can ever sit at any state tournament event.
Yeah, it's they're, 5 yards off the field here, and we got fans lined up from both teams. All red to the right and all blue to the left. So it is a close proximity. They'll definitely be a part of the game. I know sometimes even on throw-ins they have to move people around to have a girl get a good run up and be able to throw that ball in there.
It's always something you got to watch out for. Obviously with parents that close, we've obviously seen sportsmanship's got to be a big thing. We've seen a couple parents kicked out this week, but a lot of the parents have done a great job. They've kept things to themselves. They cheered loudly, and sometimes it's great for those players to always be able to be down here on the field and get ready. The starting lineup's about to be set as the players come on the field. We'll step aside and get back to you here as we get ready to go in this Class 1A semifinal.
Good morning, soccer fans, and welcome to County Soccer Complex for the 2023 Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament. And this 1A semifinal match between the Tigers from Gilbert and the Lions from Des Moines Christian. Now, let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches. First, for Gilbert. Number 1, Claire Koenig. Number 7, Anna Saltzman. Number 22, Keaton Hansen. Number 26, Quinn Dykey. Number 32, Mia Kautman. Number 40, Hope Marquette. Number 41, Avery Bruner. Number 42, Adelaide Searles. Number 43, Number 46, Samantha McDaniel. Number 53, Abby Patel. Number 55, Abby Deese. And number 56, Ella Gebhardt. The assistant coaches for Gilbert, Chris Ann Worley, Kelly Herbers, Tom Eisenhart, and Adam Meske. Now let's meet the starters for the Tigers. A junior, number 4, Ellie O'Brien. A freshman, number 6, Madison Powers. A senior, number 8, Ava Johnson. A senior, number 9, Alex Harswick. A senior, number 10, Sydney Lynch. A senior, number 11, Braylon Thomas. A junior, number 14, Sarah Thatcher. A senior, number 24, Abby Reeder. A senior, number 28, Nora Calvick. A senior, number 34, Ellie Pyle. And a junior, number 35, Katie O'Brien. Co-head coaches for Gilbert, Dan Jones and Heather Currens. And now let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches for the Lions. Number 1, Allie Konigsfeld. Number 2, Hallie Evans. Number 4, Kira Roberts. Number 6, Reagan Zimmer. Number 8, Addison Price. Number 9, Andrea Leinbach. Number 15, Sammy Webster. Number 17, Allison Haas. Number 18, Samantha Anderson. Number 19, Paige Hilgerson. Number 21, Charlotte Erzin. And number 22, Mallory Beal. The assistant coaches for the Lions, Mark Peterson, David Swanson, Jamie Price, and Josh Swanson. Now let's meet the starters for the Lions. A senior, number 0, Marin Miller. A junior, number 3, Jenna Roberts. A junior, number 5, Savannah Schemp. A junior, number 7, Sophia Pothoven. A senior, number 10, Olivia Lombardi. A senior, number 11, Caitlin Mum. A junior, number 12, Megan McGuire. A senior, number 13, Isabel Garcia. A senior, number 14, Tessa Erzin. A freshman, number 16, Addison Etker. And a junior, number 20, Gianna Bennett. Head coach for Des Moines Christian is Dan Webster. Ladies and gentlemen, our officials for this morning's game. Your referee, Peter Burgum. Your first assistant referee, TJ Hitchman. Your second assistant referee, Anna Turi. And your fourth official this morning, Cassidy Moulton. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you can and remove your cover as we honor our nation and those who serve with the playing of our national anthem.
Tournament soccer is here. Class 1A semifinal. It's the 1 seed Des Moines Christian taking on the 4 seed of Gilbert. Blake Walker, Austin Oliver with you here this morning. It is 76 degrees. A little bit of a breeze, it looks like, headed to the southwest. And we are in for a wonderful soccer matchup. It's a little bit of a double revenge game. These two teams met earlier this season. Des Moines Christian got the win 2-0. These two teams met 2 years ago. In this exact same game, Des Moines Christian got the win 2-0. Gilbert today, it's pretty easy. You have all the motivation in the world to try to beat this Lions team.
Absolutely. This is going to be a big game for them, trying to turn that trend around and get it going in the right direction. We were commenting as introductions there. That coach from Gilbert looks like he's in a boxing match out there, getting his team fired up there as they're doing final instructions in the huddle as we get ready to go here.
Braylon Thomas is the one back in the net for the Gilbert Tigers. 44 saves this season, a 68% save percentage. And for Des Moines Christian, it's Marin Miller, the senior, 41 saves this season, and 80% save percentage on the season. Des Moines Christian is led by their junior, Jenna Roberts, 20 goals on the year. Gilbert is led by their senior, Sydney Lynch, 25 goals on the season.
Yeah, no lack of experience from either team. They've all been here before. They've are familiar with one another, so it's going to be a nice little matchup. A lot of that feeling each other out isn't going to necessarily have to happen because these teams are very, very familiar with each other already.
Des Moines Christian in their all-blue kits, and it is Gilbert in their all-whites. Gilbert will be trying to score going to the left side of your screen. Des Moines Christian will be trying to score going to the right side of your screen. We're ready to set a championship matchup. It's the Class 1A semifinal underway between Des Moines Christian and Gilbert. And it starts out with a kick long and out past the touchline, and Gilbert will get a throw-in. Des Moines Christian, defending state champions here in Class 1A, defeated Davenport Assumption last year. Assumption had a 5-year winning streak in terms of state championships. Assumption wants to get back there. Gilbert wants to get there, so a lot of different types of action here for Des Moines Christian with the target on your back this year.
Absolutely, as the ball kind of is going back and forth in possession here for between both teams, trying to get things settled down here. Nice pass to the outside.
Near corner goes out again. It'll be thrown in here by Gianna Bennett. Bennett gets it in quickly. They try to go center, and Bennett comes right back to it. She'll fire a shot on goal that misses to the right, getting around the corner. And it'll be a goal kick upcoming for the Tigers. Just off and running here at the state tournament. It was Gilbert who got a 2-0 win over Underwood in the 1A quarterfinal. And it was Des Moines Christian who got a win over Hudson, 2-0 in their quarterfinal. Both pretty tightly contested matchups. Des Moines Christian clears all the way downfield, and running after it is Jenna Roberts. Roberts turns and fires and misses just to the right. But it's going to be a Kruger Seeds corner kick for the Des Moines Christian Lions. Next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first class seed, first name service. Learn more at KrugerSeeds.com. Big kick coming here.
Yeah, putting it into play here.
Bennett fired from the corner. It's headed but missed by Olivia Lombardi. They try again with a shot on goal. It misses. Lombardi tried to get back to it. It's cleared out last second by Alex Harswick.
Two dangerous shots in a row there. One that led to the corner kick went off of a defender and almost went in, put Thomas in a bad spot, and then Des Moines Christian took another shot, put it off the left upright.
It's all DMC right now. A lot of offense for the Lions so far. It's back to the back line defender, Savannah Shimp. They go to the corner to Bennett. This is Bennett up against Sarah Thatcher. Bennett turns, centers, shot on goal, misses. Just an awkward header off her shoulder. Jenna Roberts misses the opportunity, but she's the one to do it. 20 goals this season for her.
Yeah, I think the referee actually called a handball right there, so it'll be it's about the same thing. Goal kick or a free kick, yeah. It's all in the same spot there.
Just caught her arm. It kind of hit her in the shoulder. Official called it low.
Usually kind of get away with that because it's within the silhouette of the body, but the referee made a decision and they went with it. Nice little move in the midfield there.
That's Sydney Lynch, 26 goals this season for the senior. An all-around, all-sport athlete. golf. She just won a state golf championship on the team for Gilbert just a couple weeks ago. Here's a long shot on goal that will bounce right into the lap of Lauren Miller. Attempted shot by Sarah Thatcher won't go.
I think Thatcher, who took that shot, just knocked a contact out of her eye.
Yeah,
she's
trying to get that sorted out there.
That's definitely not a fun thing to try to do on the field here, so we'll see if she can get that taken care of.
Yeah, she's sitting here on this near side. You can see her on your screen trying to put the contact back in. I don't know if she's still running with it or not.
I think she probably is, as Gilbert's starting to attack, and Thatcher is just going to go ahead and make a play here. She's actually open if they can get it across to her.
Couple bodies got there within. It was cleared out last second by Des Moines Christian. I think that was maybe, can't quite tell who that was, but it was a clear by the back line of DMC, and now they'll run it to the middle with Ellie O'Brien. O'Brien will wait and survey and sends it back over to the corner where Sophia Pothoven sat. And the Lions will run this thing back. McGuire racing up to go get it here. Good stop, picked up by O'Brien. They'll go to the middle to the captain, Caitlin Mumm. I think one thing for Gilbert, you're going to have to stay aggressive all day because defensively, your back line can only do so much against a heavy DMC front.
Yeah, absolutely, and this is just a good example of what Gilbert really needs to do is they're starting to overload that box a little bit and trying to get those defenders to crash in on them, and it's actually opening up some space on the back side. Gilbert's going to look to take a shot there, but it kind of half-heartedly went into the box.
That was Ella O'Brien. Sydney Lynch is in there trying to get a couple plays, and that one's cleared out. Gilbert trying to come back. Lynch set it up nicely there for the middle of the field. It just, O'Brien, I think, was hesitant. She didn't want to shoot it. Either wasn't confident with the right leg or what, but they set back up. Now Gilbert's trying to get a good offensive set rolling again.
The first 2 minutes was kind of all Des Moines Christian. Now it's kind of flipped the script here as Gilbert started to put some pressure on. I think we talked about in the opening about riding that initial wave of emotion in that first couple minutes, and it looks like Gilbert's definitely done that, and they're starting to get back in. As we see Thatcher over here still trying to get that contact in, and she's going to have a ball and opportunity to go over the top of the goalkeeper.
Miller misses. Tough fight for the ball on the far side, and we're going to get a whistle blown. Let's see who they're going to call this on, and it's actually going to be Des Moines Christian who's going to get the ball going back. A lot of contact over there on that far touch line.
Actually, they're going to award a corner kick.
They're going to get a corner kick.
Yeah, they are going to get a corner kick. I think everybody was so worried about the contact as nobody really had a good idea of what was going on the end line. Nice center pass. It goes all the way over the top of the goalkeeper, and a Gilbert Tigers right there. It easily could have been a penalty kick. Yeah.
Got lucky it wasn't a penalty kick. So this is Alex Harswick who will attempt the Kruger Seeds corner kick for the Tigers. She's a left-footed kicker on the way. Header misses. It bounces around. It'll go back out to Harswick and picked up on the back line by Ellie Pyle. Pyle centers. They got a chance here. Des Moines Christian tries to clear out.
Another center here, yeah.
Another center and a very tough collision. Sydney Lynch just ran right into Sophia Pothoven, and that'll be a stoppage for a foul. No ill intentions there by Lynch, but wrong place, wrong time, and it'll be a goal kick here for a free kick here for Des Moines Christian.
Yeah, Pothoven did take a shot, though. Holy cow.
And you talk about, Austin, the juice right out of the gate. I don't know about the games you've called, but the games I called on Wednesday, especially the hydration break, teams love to be just so aggressive and just push it. When they're not expecting it, that's when you got to be aggressive.
Yeah, I think right before and right after we've seen a lot of action and happening. When they know that that's about ready to happen, you can expend that energy, and then coming out of it, you have that rebirth of energy as well. So it's been a big kind of a focal point, for all the teams.
Madison Powers knocked this ahead. Here's Ellie O'Brien for the Tigers. She'll go to the center of the field. Lynch is knocked out of the way by Tessa Erzen. Lynch in the middle gets cleared out by McGuire. Lombardi goes to the ground, and that's going to be a foul. Ellie Pyle, the guilty party on that one, and it'll be a free kick upcoming for DMC. Aggressive soccer here early, as we expected.
Yeah, physicality is not being shrouded here at all. They are going at it, these girls.
Braylon jumps on top of it. That's Braylon Thomas, the senior goalkeeper. 31:55 to go here in the first half. Just getting going here in the Class 1A semifinal. Assumption and Bishop Heelan just getting going in a few minutes over on our other field. Can we see the scoreboard from here? We maybe can. Not really, but we'll update you as that one goes along. Here's Gilbert with a run out. O'Brien going to get it. Cleared out last second by Erzin. And it'll be a throw in here for the Tigers.
It looks like Thatcher's finally got that contact situation as she exits the field here for one of our first substitutions.
IMT Insurance Substitutions. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. All state tournament substitutions are brought to you by our friends over at IMT Insurance. O'Brien centers, and the shot on goal misses just to the right by Katie O'Brien, I believe. But Gilbert, a couple good shot on goal attempts here early.
Yeah, O'Brien's really is doing well and takes that ball all the way down to the end line, and then it ends up settling that down and getting across all the way to the far side. It was a one-timer from that streaking outside offensive player, and just couldn't get enough of the ball to get it in there. But a great opportunity for the Tigers to get a score up on the board.
Caitlin Mumm saved it from going out. She'll give it back to the Tigers. They'll go back to the back line of Alex Harswick. And now the Tigers will look to push back up the field. Good stop in the middle by Mumm. Addison Oetker in there in the middle. Tough fall for Isabel Garcia, one of the captains. She gets up pretty quickly. Gilbert comes racing back the other way, and it's taken back away by Gianna Bennett. And Bennett's going to send this one all the way to the far corner, but I don't think it'll roll out, and Gilbert will go and get it.
Yeah, with a little bit of time on her hands there, Gianna Bennett, I would like to see her bring that ball up with a little bit more possession instead of sending it long into really no man's land down there. I think if she would have that to do over, she would take that up a little bit further before she kicked that out of there.
Addison Powers, nice move on the far side. O'Brien chases it, can't quite get there. DMC will throw out thanks to Sophia Pothoven. Still 0-all with 29:30 to go here in the first half. Gilbert gets it right back. Tigers have gotten a couple good shots on goal. Des Moines Christian was very, very good in that first 2 minutes. But ever since then, just haven't been able to put a good offensive set together. It's been the Tigers who have put the pressure on the Lions here. Long kick downfield, quickly headed. Good stop by Tessa Erzin. Lions come back. Bennett racing for it here for Des Moines Christian, but getting there before her is Ellie Pyle. Bennett eventually gets it back, though, and knocked out. Des Moines Christian ball. Mumm to the center to McGuire. McGuire goes back, and missing a header is Addison Oetker. Lions starting to sit a little bit more in Gilbert Tiger possession. Harswick tried to clear. Lions continue to sit on top of it. And now a good spot here for Oetker. Back and forth we go here in the Class 1A semifinal. Long kick back upfield. And it'll be taken out here by Miller.
I'm trying to take a look at the formation that they're running, especially on the backside for the Lions here. It looks like they may be playing a three-man back, which is typically usually most teams at this level are playing four-man back, four gals back. But I'll try to take a look at that as we go forward. It could lead to some kind of different attacks that the Tigers could put together and maybe put some pressure on the goalkeeper here.
Things have gone stagnant the last 2 or 3 minutes. McGuire bumping heads with Madison Powers. McGuire and Powers still going at it. McGuire hits the ground, no call. We play on. Upfield to Sydney Lynch. Lynch can't get there as it's cleared out last second by Tessa Erzin.
A couple tough 50-50 balls. The center ref's definitely letting him play a little bit. He's called a couple fouls here, but they've been kind of egregious fouls. But otherwise, he's been kind of letting them play and letting some of that physicality kind of bring in there. Hopefully it doesn't lead to too much physicality as we move further on into the game. But so far it's been a nice little mixture of letting them play and making the right calls as well.
Well, and coming into this type of game, you would expect more contact between a couple. That one's knocked ahead, and up and getting it is Braylon Thomas. Racing after it was Addison Oetker, the freshman midfielder. She could not get there, but she's putting good minutes here early for the Lions. 26:30 to go, closing in on the 20-minute water break for hydration. That break has been very crucial to some of these teams. It's pretty much just an extra timeout. You just get the chance to take a break, and you don't have to call one. Usually you don't see coaches call timeouts really at all in soccer, but it's definitely been big going forward. I've seen a lot of teams benefit from it.
Well, tactically, it just gives you an opportunity to be able to reset your team. You know, whether it's been a positive first part of the first half or negative, it just gives you a chance to kind of pull everybody over when in a normal game that just isn't something that happens. You have to wait till halftime.
Right.
So just having that little bit of that hydration break just to get everybody mentally and emotionally reset into the direction you want them to go as a coach is a definite benefit that we don't really get to see very often.
Abby Gretter, far touch line for Gilbert. Tigers go back to their defenders here, and they'll see what they can do. Harswick goes upfield. They're looking at O'Brien and Lynch down the field, but they just can't seem to get it to her. And Gianna Bennett comes racing back the other way, and she'll kick one right into the center. And it'll be Thomas coming up to pick it up for the Tigers. Both goalies haven't had to work too hard. It's been kind of a couple spurts of energy, but the ball has sat in the middle of the field for the most part here. Caitlin Mumm, near side to Bennett, and back to the defensive line. Des Moines Christian slow and methodical. It's like in hockey. You kind of set it up around your defenders, and eventually they'll figure something out. That one's kicked ahead, a missed header. And now Des Moines Christian's got a girl down in there. That's going to be a good opportunity for Olivia Lombardi. Lombardi can't get there, but Otker's there to stop it from going clear.
We got a foul called on the far side of the field. It'll be a free kick in a pretty decent position for a nice little set piece here for the Lions.
Looks like it's going to be Isabel Garcia, the captain, senior captain for the Lions. Looks like she'll be the one to take the kick. Like you said, Austin, this is a pretty good spot for a free kick here.
I mean, it's a little far out there, but it could be a dangerous spot. We'll see what she could do with this ball. She puts it into play.
Line drive, didn't really have a chance, and Gilbert's going to try to save it from going out, and they don't. It's just going to go out further down the pitch.
She'd probably like to have that one back and get a little bit more elevation on that one and make it a little bit more dangerous, but a couple substitutions in here for the Lions.
IMT Insurance substitutions for Des Moines Christian. A couple fresh legs out there here at 23:39 to go here in the first half.
14, Tessa Erzin. And for Des Moines Christian.
Here come the Tigers looking to run. O'Brien up ahead, and on this near side is Anna Saltzman. Saltzman working on Bennett. She'll center, no one's there. McGuire is there, and she'll clear out. Right idea for the Tigers. Up ahead for Hallie Evans. Evans for Des Moines Christian chases after it here. O'Brien on the near touchline. Watch to the middle of the field. Sydney Lynch is set up in ready. McGuire, again, good defense to jump in front of that one. Kicked up ahead, headed. O'Brien chases after it. Shimp is right there on defense for Des Moines Christian. Tough, aggressive play by both teams as that one's going to go to the ground and be out, and it'll be quickly thrown back into play by Ellie Pyle. Saltzman goes to the far side. Sarah Thatcher will chase after it.
That flip of the field, it's going to just definitely stretch that three-man backfield that they've got back there, and there's another opportunity here. Oh my gosh, right on the doorstep, the Tigers almost score.
Ellie O'Brien had a perfect right leg and just put it right into the lap of Maureen Miller of Des Moines Christian. Almost exactly what you want to see when you look up header in the dictionary, or just a nice assist in the dictionary. Just missing is Gilbert. Here comes Des Moines Christian back on the other side. McGuire trying to bump her way inside. They'll go to the near side on the touchline of the field here. Saltzman upfield, and she misses her kick to the left, and it's cleared back away by Savannah Schimpf.
Some miscommunication between Schimpf and Saltzman, and they connected again now as he's going to take it down to the, she beats her defender. He's going to have a nice opportunity for a centering pass here. She does so.
O'Brien to Lynch, cleared out last second. Pothoven. Dangerous spot here, luckily picked up for Gilbert by Alex Harswick. Action is picking up here with about a minute and a half to go to our hydration break. That one's kicked out, and Des Moines Christian will get it back. A couple more substitutions checking in for Des Moines Christian. Looks like number 21, Charlotte Erzen, will check in.
Checking in for Des Moines
Gianna
Christian,
Bennett.
21, Charlotte Erzen.
I don't know, looks like both teams very, very even here to start this one. And we're going to have a stoppage here as the substitution was not fully off the court.
Yeah, just waiting for that substitute to get off that backside and try to go a little bit too early. Referee's right on top of it, though.
We got to be closing in on our hydration break. We got 20:34 to go here in this one. That one knocked right off the chest of Erzen. And there's your hydration break. They will take a break, water break, and it has been even throughout. 0-0 is your score. Des Moines Christian and Gilbert. Nothing between them so far. We'll take a break for hydration, and we'll be back. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Living your best life means something different to everyone, especially when it comes to healthcare. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care. We are here for you with one team of experts providing access to the primary care and highly rated specialty care you need, easily and conveniently. So go ahead, live your best life. We're with you every step of the way. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
Frank, when you think Fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sun-kissed orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament. Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career building programs, and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships available, it's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. Blake Walker, Austin Oliver with you here in this Class 1A semifinal. Gilbert and Des Moines Christian still knotted at 0 apiece. Coming at you here with 20:13 to go here in the half after hydration break. Austin, you and I were talking about during the break, Gilbert might not have a lot of success down the middle, but as you can see right here, these corners are helping him a lot.
Yeah, it's that three-person back for the Lions is going to get stretched both sides here. So Gilbert's going to try to look to get down here, maybe flip the field to get some centering passes to that back post and see if they can make some hay for that goalie down there.
I don't know how Sydney Lynch turned on that and almost centered it, but she did. She leads the team in goals this season with 26. She's been pretty good here today. Hasn't gotten the ball a ton. Des Moines Christian's back line has been very, very solid so far.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting how this game moves forward because they're going to definitely be tested, as well as the goalkeeper on both sides has both been tested as well.
Des Moines Christian had a very good offensive spurt to start the game. About 2 minutes in, they had about 3 very good shot on goal attempts. But ever since then have gone quiet. McGuire, middle of the field, knocked ahead, nobody's back for Gilbert. Hallie Evans with it here. A couple shoving matches here with Sarah Thatcher. O'Brien hits the ground. Thatcher trying to clear away, and it runs out. Who are they going to give it to? They're going to give it to DMC.
Nice little set of 50-50 balls there as they fought between each other. Ball finally went out of bounds, and the Lions will throw in.
Shimp down the field, and Thomas says, back off. I got this one. She'll take it and kick it out for the Tigers. Even set so far between these two teams, the 1 seed and the 4 seed. These two teams played 2 years ago here in this same game. It was Des Moines Christian who came away with the victory. They also played each other earlier in the month of May on the 12th, and it was Des Moines Christian who came away with the victory as well. So Tigers looking to get on top of the defending state champions here. O'Brien got it knocked back to Lynch, and now back to the back line of Abby Grader. And Gretter will be able to throw it in. Let's see who they give it to. Nope, Des Moines Christian.
A couple substitutions coming back into the game for the Lions.
IMT Insurance Substitutions. Learn how you can be worry-free at imtins.com. Thanks to IMT for sponsoring all of our substitutions here at the state soccer tournament. Here comes Des Moines Christian with an opportunity. Addison Otker up ahead with Jenna Roberts, the leading scorer for Des Moines Christians. He's got 20 this season. That one's knocked out of bounds. Good save, though, by Gilbert, but Des Moines Christian's starting to pull things together here on offense.
Nice little set of passes as they went down the far byline and were able to get down there pretty low, and it was actually kicked out of bounds by the Tigers. As the flip-flop possession back and forth, it'll be a throw-in for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's Gilbert ball. They'll take it with 16:54 to go here in the first half. Still no score between these two programs. Roberts with a chance here. Quick header goes back to Bennett. We're going to get a stoppage. We're going to give a foul here. And a free kick upcoming for Gilbert's. I don't know if that was on the header or what.
I think it was just a body contact there. Went the wrong way. Maybe we're going to see a replay of it here. Yeah, just kind of. Okay, there was a Gilbert player got taken out there as she tried to make an attempt on the header. So I think it was a good call. I thought it was an unearlier play there, but definitely seeing the replay. Definitely see what the referee saw on that one.
Bishop Heelan just scored against Davenport Assumption over on the other field. We'll try to keep everyone updated on that one. Assumption trying to get back to the state tournament for a possible rematch with Des Moines Christian. Gilbert gets it here on a throw-in. That Bishop Heelan team came in as a 7th seed. They're not playing like a 7 seed.
No, they got that Traylon White, I believe is her name, called her game yesterday. It was just a shark all over the field. Played offense, played defense as a forward. Just looked really, really good yesterday, and I'm guessing that she had something to do with that score over there if I had to make a guess at all.
They upset number 2 seeded Nevada on Wednesday. DMC starting to figure a couple things out offensively. They're sitting here in Gilbert territory just a little bit longer. Garcia pounded in the middle, cleared out last second. Good job by Harswick. And here comes Gilbert. O'Brien surveys and misses upfield to Lynch. It's been a couple of those, just a couple missed kicks the wrong way for Gilbert. Jenna Roberts hunting over there on the offensive side. Gilbert lucky to get it out. Push up field by Sarah Thatcher. Thatcher trying to race to the corner. Savannah Shimp is there. It's kicked out. What are they going to give it? They're going to give it a goal kick upcoming for Des Moines Christian.
Smart play by the Lion defender back there, just being patient and then taking a deflection off of the Tiger offensive player and sent it out the back of the pitch. It'll be a goal kick. I was thinking, Blake, as you were watching, it's when the Lions are very methodical. They're very patient taking up the field, and when they do that, that's when they seem to make those passes and make them connect and get up there. But it's we've seen a little bit too much of them just kicking to some open space and not having somebody be there. But when they're methodical and patient, they do a great job of connecting on those passes and getting it down the field.
Bishop Elon just scored again, 2-0 over there on the Assumption Bishop Elon side. Still no score over here. Gilbert's given the defending state champions all they can take. 13:45 to go here in the first half. Long kick up field. That one will roll out, and the Lions will throw in.
Really would love to see Ellie Pyle just move that ball a little bit more up the field before she took that attempt and draw that defender in and open up the field a little bit for her teammates. But see if she adjusts that maybe as the day goes on, and she'll be the one throwing in the ball here.
Pyle with the one on the throw in. It'll go back to her. Along the touch line, they collide feet. Out to the middle. Addison Price, haven't called her name any today. She's in the midfield position. Up to McGuire and kick back upfield by O'Brien. That was Katie O'Brien. Ellie O'Brien, number 4 here, was the one guarded closely. Tigers center back to the middle. Nora Kalvik to the far side to Addie Grader. Lynch had an opportunity and just missed it. There's been a couple times where Lynch is getting close to grabbing it, but she just can't. And I can tell you right now, Austin, based off stuff I've seen earlier this season, you can't let Sydney have it back in your own territory because she is just so good with the ball at her feet.
Yeah, they're going to test it over and over again here, and one of these times it's not going to go so well.
Long kick out by the senior captain goal kicker, Maureen Miller. Who breaks through here in this first half, if anyone? We're going to get a foul call on Addison Otker, the freshman. Nice spot here for a free kick if you're Gilbert. You don't really have wind helping you. It's now kind of moving to the north a little bit, but it's Harswick will be the one to kick for the Tigers. Harswick, long, drops short, gets behind, and cleared out by Kira Roberts. That thing died right in the air.
It did. Just misplayed a little bit by the defense, but nobody on the offense played it much better as a counterattack's on their way for the Lions. Trying to stay on side.
Yeah, Addison Otker was coming downfield and just missed it ahead. That's those things when you usually see scores, when everybody's pushed to one side of the field. All it takes is for 2 girls to get away, and then you're in trouble.
Definitely a great opportunity, the best opportunity that the Lions have had in probably the last 15 minutes here.
Lynch has come down a little bit from her forward position. I think they want to get the ball in her vicinity a little bit more as that one will run out. Des Moines Christian has it here. Back and forth, both teams very even. I don't know if I could give you an advantage either team has gotten. Both teams have had pretty solid shot on goal attempts. I think, like you said, Austin, Des Moines Christian's been a little bit more methodical in how they go about their offense, but something's going to work here for Gilbert, it just feels like, as that one's kicked out, but a good throw-in upcoming for Gilbert.
Nicely weighted pass in there, was just beat to the point by the Lion there, but perfect positioning and
the Tigers, number 7,
trying to make a connection on that outside to stretch out that defense away from the goal, so we get a throw-in for the Tigers.
Out. Picked up by Lombardi. And back to Gilbert's back line. Under 10 to go here in the first half. No score between Gilbert and Des Moines Christian. Here comes an opportunity, racing for the corner. And cleared out last second by Savannah Shimp. Savannah is very fast on that back line. Anytime it feels like Gilbert can maybe get something going here on offense, it's Shimp all the way here in this corner, not letting anybody go.
Yeah, she's definitely been a little anchor on this near side for the Lions.
Great defense by Sophia Pothoven getting in front of Sydney Lynch, and it's eventually cleared out, and the Lions want to run. It's 1-on-3 with Isabella Garcia. Garcia turns and fires and misses to the left. I don't hate that shot because in this type of game, you're not getting those type of shots.
Yeah, Garcia had a little bit of a open door there, so she decided to take it. Even though it was 3-on-1, she still decided to play that advantage for the Lions a little bit, and just took a long shot. Just didn't get enough gusto on it to get to the goal.
Lions trying to get offense back rolling here. They had a spurt for a little bit. Shot on goal attempt, bounces and misses. Just drops in front of the goalkeeper, Braylon Thomas. Good shot by Caitlin Mumm on the attempt for Des Moines Christian. Actually, I think that was Addison Otker, excuse me. But now that's two pretty solid shot on goal attempts for Des Moines Christian. Now Gilbert's back line is going to be tested. Knocked out, that should be Gilbert.
Like you said, Blake, shot on goal is a shot on goal. So you just look to start to add those numbers up, and eventually something's gonna happen and something's gonna break. But you just got to keep taking those shots and putting pressure on that back line and making Braylon Thomas make those saves. She's been in perfect position on all of them so far.
Yes, she has.
Checking in for the Lions.
You and I talked about it during the hydration break. Despite hydration breaks, you can still see fatigue sets in for a lot of these girls. 40 minutes, I mean, almost some of these girls playing the whole time. That's, especially in this heat, it is tough. And you can see that starting to strain. Good clear out by Gilbert. Ship on this near side comes out. They clear back upfield. Now it's a race for the ball as Tessa Erzin, excuse me, comes upfield and kicked out and gets Gilbert ball. Or excuse me, Des Moines Christian got it back. And Bennett will throw in. Gilbert ball. It's starting to feel like one of those matches where you might not see a score until the last 5 minutes, and it's going to be a heck of a backbreaker if it happens.
Well, Blake, I think set pieces are going to be big here. I mean, anytime that we get a foul and get a free shot at goal, it's going to be something that they're going to have to really take advantage of. As we're not getting a ton of shots on goal, and we got to really make both teams really got to make those count.
I cannot say more about Des Moines Christian's back line. They have just given the middle or the forwards for Gilbert a ton of issues. And like you talked about, Austin, it's the middle of the field, I don't think, is where Gilbert can score. They're going to have to score from the corners. There's a long shot on goal attempt that misses to the left. But the middle of the field is not the place to be. Gilbert needs to hug these near and far touch lines.
Yeah, they're definitely compact in the middle, and that can be a positive, but can also be a negative here. So we'll see how that plays out. We've seen a couple times where Gilbert has stretched the field out, and they've got some opportunities, but not enough of it yet. There's still been a lot of attacks going up there through the middle. And they have literally shut the door on pretty much every one of those midfield attacks.
Long kick upfield. Will it stay in bounds? Chasing after it is Katie O'Brien. O'Brien at the corner. She has a chance to turn. O'Brien to the middle. Misses the header attempt. It's going to go back. Shot on goal. Misses high and to the right. Sarah Thatcher had a chance. That was probably the best shot they've had all day besides that quick little header, but that was beautifully set up.
And it's exactly what we were talking about, is that O'Brien drew that defensive guy all the way out to the outside, which leaves two people out there in front of the goalkeeper. And
oh, well, we had the replay there.
Yeah,
we missed it there, but it was there. It was there. 5:15 to go here in the first half. O'Brien looking at Lynch. McGuire jumps in front. Moines Christian trying to run with it. Chasing after it is the very tall Caitlin Mumm. And back to the Gilbert back line.
Mumm will be playing basketball at Central next year. She signed on earlier this season.
Heck of a basketball player. for the Lions that made it to the state tournament the last couple of years. Very good program. Has been for the last couple of years. Gilbert basketball, too. Obviously had Ava Hawthorne there for a couple years. Very talented. Both very talented programs, both sides, all across the board. Always competitive and no matter what they play. 4:20 remaining here in the first half. Off to the races is Roberts. Roberts turns, fires, and it goes high and long and misses out past the goal. We have not called her name a ton.
No, I saw Thomas, the goalkeeper, kind of put her hand up there. She was looking directly in the sun on that shot, so it's going to be a difficult one for her. As we see some of those shots coming in from our near side to her far side, and it's going to definitely be difficult.
Sun is still behind us here to our east, so should be about midday. Obviously, you start seeing the sun not be as much of an issue. It'll get hotter. I mean, it's already hot right now. I think we got to be closing in on 80 degrees, but.
Gosh, but it feels hotter than that for sure here, huh?
Well, we're sitting right in the sun. Our backs are going to be fried. Luckily, lotioned and sunscreened up here, but yeah, the sun and the heat, everyone's battling it. Des Moines Christian going to try to get a goal here before the half. To the middle goes Garcia. Back to McGuire. McGuire's got a chance. She fires, and it's caught by Thomas as she came out from the goal.
It's going to be a key 3 minutes here for both teams as we wind down the half here, not giving up a late goal here by either team, as Des Moines Christian has started to put together a little bit of some pressure on and get called for a handball there. It'll be their free kick just over the midpoint line.
McGuire with the kick. Racing through. Getting through a couple of defenders is number 13, Isabel Garcia. Garcia can't get there. It was knocked around. Too many Gilbert players around her.
Garcia just couldn't get something on her on the foot, get that ball on her foot to take a shot, and ended up just kind of dribble into Thomas. And Thomas able to gobble it up and get a throw back into play as Gilbert goes right down the field here and has a throw in on the far side of the field.
2:23 to go. It feels like, Austin, a goal today will have to be scored from at least 15 yards out. Sydney Lynch will race after it here on the far touch line. Let's see what she can do. She'll center back to the middle. Thatcher misses it, but no one's over here for Des Moines Christian. Gilbert's got a chance to line something up. Knocked up in the air. Quick header by Erzin. Missed kick by Bennett. Bennett, contact with Pyle, and Pyle gives it back, and here comes Bennett. Bennett centers. Gilbert's got to go against 2-on-3. Shot on field misses. Lombardi's got a chance. Can she get there in time? Fighting for it on the corner, tries to clear, but you're going to have a Kruger Seeds corner kick with under a minute and a half to go for your Des Moines Christian Lions.
Now the Lions are going to want to take their time here and just make sure they get a quality ball into a dangerous spot here for their set piece here. Could be a real pivotal part of the match here with just a minute left to go here.
Boy, both teams so even this entire first half. Des Moines Christian going to try to go in and pull this one away here before the break. It's Bennett will be the one to kick. On the way. Header headed back. It's going to come back to this near touch line, and it is cleared out by Ellie O'Brien.
Tigers did a nice job of converging on the flight of that ball and getting it out.
1 minute to go. This one knocked upfield. Sydney Lynch, 1-on-3. Lynch to the middle. She'll back this one up. She's waiting for more help. She gets around one, turns upfield. O'Brien back to the center. Chance opportunity for Powers. Powers tripped up. No call, and they play on. Wow. 25 seconds to go. That would have been penalty shot territory, but no call as Powers got tripped to the ground. It rolls out Des Moines Christian ball, 14 seconds to go. One more chance for the Lions.
9, 8,
Lombardi
7,
pushed to the
6,
ground, a lot of contact
5,
all across
4,
the field.
3,
they clear it out,
2,
and Schimpf will
1.
just stop and wait.
Time.
Well, what an exciting last 60 seconds. We had both teams have an opportunity to go down to the goal and get a set piece, and then a centering pass over here that almost led to a penalty. A great little end of the half for both teams.
Let us all take a break, and we'll be back for more of your halftime coverage 0-0 between Des Moines Christian and Gilbert. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Living your best life means something different to everyone, especially when it comes to healthcare. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care. We are here for you with one team of experts, providing access to the primary care and highly rated specialty care you need, easily and conveniently. So go ahead, live your best life. We're with you every step of the way. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics, because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. And that old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament. Blake Walker, Austin Oliver with you here. 0-0 is your score between the 1-seeded Des Moines Christian Lions and the 4-seeded Gilbert Tigers. Let's run you through a couple of first half highlights. It was Des Moines Christian who got off to a hot start. In the first 2 minutes, DMC had a couple shots attempts. There's a McGuire kick, misses just to the left off the bar. That was a good chance for the Lions. And then here's another opportunity. This is Gianna Bennett, centers, and just missing as Braylon Thomas was able to make the stop. Then Gilbert, a couple other good chances. This is probably the best one, or not this one, but a couple others. That was a good center. A little bit of contact there. That ended up being a Kruger Seeds corner kick they couldn't convert. Here's another chance by Gilbert. The Tigers have had a couple good headers, just can't seem to get there. That one was missed by O'Brien, and then this was the closest one, Austin. A center here by the Tigers, and just missing.
Right on the doorstep.
Ellie O'Brien, who just could not quite get there in time, and that is how we set up here. So you and I talked about very even. You know, if you're Des Moines Christian, you're doing great in the middle. If you're Gilbert, you're far out. Are you in the same boat as me, Austin, that it doesn't feel like you're going to get any easy goals today?
I don't think so. Both the goalies are playing spot on. We've seen both saves from both of them, great saves from both of them, but also some just being in the opportune place at the right time to make those saves. So it's going to take something extraordinary here to get a goal, and it's going to be could be a backbreaker for either team if that does happen.
We'll have to wait and see how everything shakes out. We'd now like to take a moment to once again thank our title sponsor of the Iowa Farm Bureau for their support of the state soccer tournament. Earlier this week, Aaron Kirtley of the IGHSAU had the opportunity to speak with Iowa Farm Bureau President Brent Johnson to learn more about the Iowa Farm Bureau's support of the IGHSAU and their student athletes across the state. Let's listen in.
We'd like to welcome you to the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Soccer Tournament. I'm Aaron Kirtley with the IGHSAU. We hope you've enjoyed the first half of action here at today's match. 2023 marks the 26th year of the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament. And we are so thankful for all of those who support this event and help us put this on. None other than our proud title sponsor, Farm Bureau. Joining me here today is Brent Johnson, president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. So why does the Iowa Farm Bureau invest in the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union?
Well, first of all, Aaron, I want to congratulate the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union for 26 years of state soccer. That's absolutely fantastic. And for Farm Bureau to be involved in the last 18, we couldn't be prouder to be a part of this. You know, these kids that are competing here today, they are amongst the nation's brightest and best student athletes. And just like Iowa's farmers are the best in the country at what they do, this opportunity to partner with you gives us the opportunity to celebrate both. We at Farm Bureau, we love to promote the kids, and after all, they will be someday our future leaders. And there's so many ways that we support them. You know, annually, every year, we give over $500,000 in scholarships across the entire state so that those kids continue their education. We have partnered with you and the High School Boys Association in providing concussion insurance for those kids participating in sanctioned sports. There's really only 7 states that even provide that opportunity for kids. We've helped teachers with, over the last several years, providing $450,000 in supplies for their classrooms so they can do their job. And just recently, we just gave $1 million to the Iowa FFA Foundation so that they can continue to promote Iowa agriculture and tell the story as to why agriculture touches all of our lives every single day.
So the student athletes participating in this year's state tournament are taking home some awesome souvenirs. Can you tell us a little bit more about those?
Yeah, you know, the Signature Ball program has been a student favorite for years now. You know, and it's one of those mementos that those kids get to take with them. Every student participating in the tournament gets one of these signature balls that they can have their teammates, their coaches, and their mentors sign so that one day they can look back and think, you know, the hard work and dedication that they put into their sport, it earned them the right to play at this tournament, and they can remember that in this Signature Ball program.
Thanks again, Brent, and to Farm Bureau, and enjoy your second half of soccer.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Swing's the place for you!
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament, Class 1A semifinal action going on here. Blake Walker, Austin Oliver with you. Fans' official state tournament merchandise is now available online. Time to get your smartphones out. Just scan the QR code on your screen now or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. A lot of people wearing state tournament merch. They got their tent set up here at the state tournament. You see a lot of people picking up their shirts on their way out or in the middle of games. It's a great way to rep everyone that's watching here at the state tournament. That is the oddest looking train I've ever seen coming through the railroad track here. That looks like a passenger train almost.
I don't know. I've never seen that before either.
That's just one of the perks here at the County Sports Complex. You get the train passing by a couple times a day. It is hot here at James County Sports Complex, if you couldn't tell already. We are currently sitting at 80 degrees. We started at about 76 degrees. Partly scattered storms possible here this afternoon. We hope they stay away from us, as we are 30 seconds away from the second half of action, ready to get going here. Gilbert and Des Moines Christian. Winner is on to the state championship game in Class 1A. Austin's trying to look to see if he can see the score. I'm going to check on YouTube here.
I cannot. I've got a tree in front of me. I was just saying there's not a cloud really in the sky is what I was kind of looking at.
Yeah, well, that too. It is 2-0 Bishop Heelan on top of Davenport Assumption. So the 7th-seeded Crusaders are looking to get all the way to the state championship game with a big upset over Davenport Assumption. So we'll see how that shakes out here. Des Moines Christian back out on the field. We obviously switch sides here. So we'll see how that shakes out for both teams.
Fans, here we go, half number 2.
And here we go, Des Moines Christian and Gilbert. 40 minutes on the clock. The way this game's going, we might not have enough. 40 minutes might not be enough. Both these teams have been so even. Let's play more soccer. Second half is underway here in the Class 1A semifinal.
Heelan just scored off a set piece, corner kick for the 3rd goal.
Wow. How about that start by Bishop Heelan? Not even halftime over there. We're off and running here in the second half of action between Gilbert and Des Moines Christian. Gianna Bennett with it there on that far line. Austin, it's been a physical game. We've only had a couple fouls called, but overall they've really let them play.
They have. I was trying to think about what I would be saying to my team as the Lions have gotten an early opportunity here for a center and almost get a connect up for a shot on goal, but it's sent out.
Abby Gretter saved it last second. That was Roberts who centered for Des Moines Christian. Again, we haven't called her name a ton. She's the leading goal scorer for the Lions. Just hasn't been able to get anything running here early.
Like I was saying, I was just trying to figure out what I would have said. Both teams, I think, have played a decent game. I don't think there's a lot of negatives or positives for either team. It's been pretty set up very nicely for both teams. Kind of keep doing what you're doing and look for your opportunities to capitalize on a mistake. And I think that's what both teams will be looking to be doing as the Tigers are looking to counterattack here as the ball goes out to the midfield.
Addison Price kicked it out last second for Des Moines Christian, or for Des Moines Christian, she was in there trying to get a goal. They've, it's pretty similar. They didn't get any good shot on goal attempts, but they were very good in the first 2 minutes of that first half, and then obviously kind of cooled off a little bit, but both teams evened out. They kind of had their own spurts, if you will.
Absolutely.
As we went on.
Two players go down.
Everybody's hitting the ground here. Des Moines Christian defending state champions. These two teams met earlier this season. Des Moines Christian got the victory 2-0. They also beat Gilbert in the Class 1A semifinals. Here's a shot on goal attempt that misses just high. Good attempt, though, by Isabel Garcia. She has had a couple good attempts today. She might be the one to do it if they do score.
Yeah, she just gathered the ball in here and was able to get it on her feet. And just a quick shot here. She just takes a few steps and watches the defenders converge on her and takes that shot right in between all three of them. Sends it over the top of the frame, but nice little connection for the Lions to start the second half.
Quick header, jumps out of bounds. It'll be Des Moines Christian ball. All Lions here to start this second half. Not a lot of offense in Gilbert's way, I should say. Championship game, quick turnaround tomorrow at noon. Obviously, you get a break here for the semifinals and quarterfinals. Got yesterday off. Sydney Lynch upfield, and Gilbert's got numbers.
Nice couple touches for her to get herself into offside call. I thought it might be an offside call.
Thatcher got over there and just couldn't get there in time, and along with her was Ellie O'Brien. And they just did not have the chance to get set, and Des Moines Christian will take it back.
Initially I thought it was an offside, but they didn't call it right away, and I could not see the side of AR here, and then they ended up calling it. But
that's got to be probably the first offside.
I think it is the first offside, yeah.
Both teams have played that pretty well. Roberts stops that one in her tracks. Sydney Lynch has it here in the center of the pitch. Lynch will go far side to Thatcher. Bennett takes it right back away. Both teams have just had those set of players that no matter how good their offense is, they step in last second and just take it right back away. As this one's knocked out along the touch line, it'll be Des Moines Christian ball. Great crowd on hand here today. A lot of Des Moines Christian fans, obviously not that far of a drive over by Urbandale. A lot of people always say, why aren't they Urbandale Christian? They're pretty much over there in Urbandale. But Des Moines Christian fans out, Gilbert fans, not a terrible drive up from the north.
Number 11, Caitlin Mumm.
Caitlin Mumm checks in, IMT Insurance Substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Kira Roberts kicks it to the far side, and it's picked up by Thomas.
I think you called it out in the first half, Blake, but Sydney Lynch is going to be the linchpin here to get something going for Gilbert. As on the opposite side, it seems like Isabel Garcia is going to be the one here as she collects the ball and starts to take it upfield, looks for an opportunity, goes down. I think he just slipped more than anything on that play, but I think between Garcia and Lynch, I think they're going to be the ones that are going to be the playmakers, the facilitators for something to happen here. Ooh, I was
just missed Sophia
missed,
Pothoven. Yeah. It's been a lot of those.
Yeah.
If you just miss, if you make one mistake, either of these teams can jump on it real quick.
Yeah,
that ball
would have fallen right to Sydney Lynch's feet there with a one-on-one with the goalkeeper at a really dangerous spot. But Pothoven just gets enough elevation to get the head on the ball and put that out of a dangerous spot.
Tough playmaking here. Garcia with it. Just had a couple good shot on goal attempts. She goes back to Caitlin Mumm. And Mumm has it again. Here comes Des Moines Christian, but taken right back away. I believe that was Alex Harswick. Upfield, picked up. Tessa Erzen. I will say, talking about Sydney, in that first half, a lot of it, she just sat all the way upfield. Then she started to come back to the midfield and said, maybe I got to go get it myself. We're already starting to see her start to figure things out. She gets it up ahead to Ellie O'Brien. O'Brien fighting for it against Pothoven. Knocked to the middle. Des Moines Christian trying to clear. O'Brien, it's kicked out. It's going to be a throw-in on the far corner for Gilbert.
I think if Gilbert scores, it's going to be on the backside here. It's one of the weak points of the Lion defense right there, but the middle's just been so stalwart. I've been very surprised that they have not tried to flip the field a little bit more. Like right here, Saltzman, if she's going down towards that far post, she's got a great opportunity.
This is near side. Saltzman kicks back. Back to Grader. Grader to the corner. They'll try to center. It's cleared out last second by Tessa Erzen. Erzen almost did that with ease. She didn't even think much of it. And they give it right back. Gilbert back to the back line, up to the center. Madison Powers. Powers will go all the way back to the far side to Pyle. Gilbert trying to set things up. Pyle, long shot on goal, misses to the left. Again, I don't hate that shot considering the opportunities you've been given today.
Yeah, it's an interesting game. I mean, just a chess match back and forth by both teams.
Into the match for Des Moines Christian.
Well, and I hate to say it, the team that does score, if you're the team on the other side of it, you're really going to lose a lot of confidence because the fact you haven't been able to score makes you think, well, that's the backbreaker. I mean, that's game right there. So you want to be that first team to score. Lynch, good header to O'Brien. McGuire tries to clear it out. And Shimp does. Back to the back line. Now the Tigers starting to show some offensive prowess here. So go out.
Great idea. Great idea. Just a little bit technically off, but good thought process on that, trying to get down that to the open space in the corner.
Moines Christian looking for a run out. Good stop on the back line. Saltzman up ahead, and Lauren Miller comes up and makes the play. Both goalies, we haven't talked about the goalies a lot, but both goalies have been on their game today. Haven't had to make too wild of saves, but they've been there at the right time.
Yeah, a couple decent opportunities, and both of them have been on point with those opportunities. Thomas had one go off of the pole, and then that doorstep shot on Miller over there, where she was just in the right position. Both of them were in the right position at both of those shots, and were able to knock them away as a handball's called.
Jenna Roberts was starting to put something together there on offense. Here she is with the ball here. She just misses. It's cleared out last second by Madison Powers. Powers with it here, and now she'll go near side to Abby Gretter. Here comes Gilbert. Saltzman to Lynch. Lynch surveying. She'll center.
Here's
Big
the backside,
chance here. Shot on goal. Caught. Ellie O'Brien had a chance, and like you were talking about it, Gilbert had a wide open player on the near side, just didn't want to give it over to Sarah Thatcher.
Yeah, they've got to be looking, like I said, like we said all game, up the middle is the teeth of the defense for the Lions, and they are tough there. And they just compact right in, so it's going to be an attack to the outside that's going to have to work for the Tigers. They just have not found that spot yet.
Lombardi with a chance to run. She goes to the middle to Roberts. 4-on-1. Roberts hounded a little bit. She'll go back to Otker. Everybody hitting the ground. Roberts to the middle. Otker, shot on goal. Misses to the left. Good stop. It is going to be caught just before it rolls out the back line. How about the play by Braylon Thomas? That was almost looking like a corner kick, and that ball just stopped right on the white chalk line.
It did. Nobody was there for the follow through there either, and Braylon was able to get up and get a control of that ball and send it back into play.
Boy, she made a heck of a save too, diving to her right. And we're going to have a couple substitutions brought in by Des Moines Christian. That was probably the best save of the day we've seen. Take a look at the replay.
Yeah, the Lions just fought and fought and fought for that shot on goal, and just a great little snap of the right foot, and Thomas in a great spot. She signed to go to Black Hills University, Black Hills State, to play soccer at the next level for that college. Thomas did.
Shot on goal, misses to the right. Good turn, though, by Isabella Garcia to at least get it there, and Thomas with another stop. We are in a chess match here in the Class 1A semifinal. A spot tomorrow for the Class 1A championship game is on the line. Des Moines Christian trying to defend their state title. Gilbert trying to avenge a couple losses these last couple years to the Lions. That one cleared out last second. Good play by Ava Johnson.
And it is all Lions right now. It is all Lions. They are methodical moving up the field. They're playing, those forwards are playing well with each other. They're giving and taking, giving and go, and just a lot of good things happening for the Lions. The Tigers look to take some pressure off here as they got a little bit of a nice counterattack. She'll send that down to Lynch to get a play here.
Ellie will use her speed, try to get to the corner. Cleared out last second by Pothoven as Lynch hits the ground. It's going to go back to Sydney. Sydney hits the ground again, and now we're going to get a foul. She hit the ground twice. I don't think they were going to let it happen twice.
Dangerous position here for the Lions to have to make a stand here and keep that ball out of the goal here. It'll be interesting to see how they set up. 5 yards outside the box?
Yeah, so you're going to get a good shot here for Alex Harswick. Powers, Lynch, O'Brien. Both O'Briens are back in that middle line. Look at the far side. That's Thatcher. Officials going to get them lined up. This is a big chance for Gilbert.
Lions are going to set up a four-girl wall there to try to make him go around. She steps into the ball.
Harswick fires, and it is off the top of the crossbar. Little too much power on it, but it almost caught the top corner, and Gilbert just misses out.
Did that hang in the air for 10 minutes?
Oh my gosh, I was like, is it going to miss? I thought it was going to go long.
Look at a replay. I thought it was definitely long, but she had just almost perfectly hit that ball, and it almost went up at that left-hand corner, almost as good as you could get. But Miller was right there. If it would have been on point, I think on frame, I think she might have gotten it anyway. So
it's the game that just keeps on giving here so far. That's what we're seeing.
One thing, Blake, I want to call out too. It seems like both teams have been much more liberal with their substitutions here in the second half. We've seen just in this first 14 minutes of the second half, we've seen probably 5 or 6 sets of substitutions come in, which I think is the smart play here as well to keep the girls fresh on the field. So I think we just got Garcia back in, and she had taken a rest here for a few minutes, but she's back on the field here. She'll look to get back into that offensive flow.
Don't forget, coming up after this one on our 12:30 game, slated for 12:30, it's the 4-seeded Pella Dutch taking on the 1-seeded Waverly Shell Rock Go Hawks in your Class 2A semifinal. But we're not done with this one. We got a heck of a ball game on our hands right here between the 1 and 4 seeds of Gilbert and Des Moines Christian. Here come the Tigers trying to get upfield. That one saved out last second. A little bit of an awkward hit. Chasing after it is Pothoven, and Pothoven clears to the corner. That's going to be just enough for a throw-in. Barely a throw-in.
Yeah,
It'll be
Lynch takes that one short, resets up, and the referee will called a illegal throw. So it'll be a throw-in for the Lions now off of the illegal throw.
I don't know. Sydney threw it in quick. I'm not sure what it was on there. Obviously the illegal throw.
I think he said she picked up that back foot.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to make that quick throw, and you think it's just an easy throw, so you don't focus on keeping both those feet down as you would when you're trying to make a long throw. So
Addison Oetker got hit in the head. They checked on her real quick. McGuire, this is going to go to the corner. Des Moines Christian's going to try to clear without giving him a free ball. Lynch and Bennett shoving their way in, trying to get some contact, and it'll be a foul on Des Moines Christian. And now another good spot for Gilbert.
Maybe be a better position here for Harswick as she steps up, and she's got this one kind of dialed in. It'll be her second opportunity. Not the same spot, about 10 yards out further, but could be a great opportunity for her to do a redo on this one.
Harswick lines it up. 24:15 to go. Harswick's kick on the way. Header misses. Good attempt. Lynch was in there, and now Des Moines Christian wants to run. It's going to go back to the Gilbert back line, who's already up to the midfield point. Tigers can keep going here on offense. A turn attempt. Misses. Thatcher fighting for it. DMC trying to clear out. Shot on goal. Misses to the left. Good stop by Maureen Miller. Good attempt by Katie O'Brien.
17 minutes. We're only 3 minutes away from the water break. This has been a crazy first 20 minutes of the second half as both teams have just really turned it on to try to get this berth into the final for either of these teams.
Des Moines Christian hasn't had a chance on offense the last couple minutes. Now they have one. Bennett fires high and long, and it just misses to the right. Oh my goodness, Braylon Thomas was jumping. I thought for sure it might have bounced in over top of her. Take a look at the replay. Austin, I think this thing just hung in the air.
It did. It was very similar to the shot down on the other side, and Braylon Thomas is a good tall goalie too, and she used every bit of her length to be able to get that top corner covered.
Wow.
Number 11, Caitlin Mum.
Well, so both goalies have now had to deal with that. There's a little bit of a late kick. Bennett's there, and it's cleared out by Ava Johnson. And it'll roll out Gilbert ball. And a time called for a substitution. Ellie O'Brien checks back in for Clara Koenig.
Ellie O'Brien, number 4.
Koenig must not have been in for very long. Very short breaks here. Like you said, 2 minutes away from the water break. This one kick long. Here comes Sydney Lynch trying to chase it down. Cleared out last second by Tessa Erzin.
Yeah, Lynch and O'Brien flip sides here. So we've got Lynch over on the far side now and O'Brien in the middle. So they're trying to get the best matchups for their team as they change a little bit of a formation there.
Comes Des Moines Christian on a run out. Hallie Evans centers to Roberts. Jenna Roberts goes over and it's kicked out. Last second, good save by Katie O'Brien. And her sister Ellie O'Brien will run up and get it. And a slide tackle misses, but it's out. Good sportsmanship shown by Abby Gretter to help her back up. See, even in a tough physical game, you can still have good sportsmanship. Good job by Gretter there.
Yeah, Bennett took a shot to the mouth, I think, with errant knee as she was jumping over the top of her, so I'm glad she jumped right back up.
That ball went about 20 feet in the air, and Nora Kalvik said, I'll still head it.
Yeah.
If I was underneath that, I would not want to head it. Des Moines Christian gets a throw in here deep in Gilbert territory. Long kick trying to center, a little too high for Hallie Evans, the freshman. It rolls all the way to the far touchline. Evans is going after it. We're going to get a... Is it just out, or are we going to get a free kick?
She got a free kick.
Evans gave a little bit too much of a shove.
I think it lit right on the line and just stopped dead there, and the Gilbert guy was playing a little bit of box out, trying to get control of the ball, and took a shot to the back.
We're about one stoppage away from our hydration break here. Both teams probably desperately wanting it, both for water and a chance to regroup. Redder, near side to O'Brien. O'Brien turns to the center. Thatcher was there. Quick header, not going to work, but somehow Ellie O'Brien got a good enough header to at least give a good shot on goal attempt. And Miller will kick it out. We're going to come down to the wire. It sure does feel like here in our Class 1A semifinal. Last time we checked, Bishop Heelan on top of Davenport Assumption, 3-0. Crusaders, the 7th seed, already upset Nevada. This one long ahead. Ooh, just got behind Madison Powers. She was sitting there ready.
Mum with a nice ball up to Garcia. Garcia with a nice turn.
Garcia, 1-on-3, push to the ground, no call. They're going to say the legs collided, and that should do it for a break. Garcia hops back up. Let's see, are they going to
gain a corner kick out of that? I think they gained a corner kick out of that.
They're going to get a corner kick. I guess they're going to let them kick the corner kick, and then they're going to let us do the hydration break. We're already a minute past our break, but it's a Kruger Seeds corner kick. Next time you're in need of corn, soybean seed, give your friends at Kruger Seeds dealer a call at KrugerSeeds.org. Corner kick, knocked around and touched last second on a hand.
It looks like we got a penalty kick.
We're going to get a penalty kick. It was touched last second by a hand as they went for the goal. Take a look at the replay. Corner kick by Bennett. It's knocked around and it hits the arm of Abby Gretter. And here comes the penalty shot for Des Moines Christian.
Gretter just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. No ill intent there at all. And in fact, she saved the goal, just trying to get into the right position here.
This, for how it's gone, this could be for the game. Isabella Garcia with a chance to take the lead against Braylon Thomas, the senior. Garcia on the way, misses to the left.
Holy cow.
And a sigh of relief for the Gilbert sideline as that one misses to the left by Garcia, and we are at our hydration break. Take a breath with us. We will be back. You are watching the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Living your best life means something different to everyone, especially when it comes to healthcare. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care. We are here for you with one team of experts, providing access to the primary care and highly rated specialty care you need, easily and conveniently. So go ahead, live your best life. We're with you every step of the way. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
Frank, when you think Fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sun-kissed orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion. Because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us. You get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament Class 1A semifinals. Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career building programs and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships available. It's the best decision ever. Learn more at central.edu. Blake Walker, Austin Oliver with you here, coming out of a penalty shot that just couldn't quite be converted by Isabel Garcia. We stay at 0-0 between Des Moines Christian and Gilbert. Winner takes on either Bishop Heelan or Davenport Assumption. Heelan leads last time we checked 3-0. Jenna Roberts with it here in the middle for the Lions. Garcia fouled. And a player is down for Gilbert. Anna Saltzman kind of collided, and we're going to have a stoppage here.
Looks like maybe an arm, maybe. I don't know what happened there.
Leg,
but,
I don't know. They're going to bring the trainer on. If I heard correctly, obviously the Gilbert, both teams have trainers, but Drake University, I believe, is also out here with trainers. Obviously, Drake plays at this field for soccer, so they'll check on Saltzman here and hope that she's okay. Take a look at the student section here. I mean, we see student sections for state basketball and whatnot, but it is so good to see all these kids come out for state soccer.
Yeah, good section there for the Lions there in the front there.
Gilbert, too.
Yeah,
Gilbert's
brought
a couple.
Good representation as well.
Gilbert brought a lot of fans as well, so good to see that. Saltzman is going to get helped off the field. She's walking on her own power, so.
Just not sure if it's upper body or lower body.
Yeah, I don't know.
Couldn't really tell.
Into the match for the Tigers.
Possibly a hip. I can't tell from here.
Well, getting the set piece here.
Yeah, getting back to it. Garcia's got a chance to have a pretty good chance at a goal here. She gets a free kick here.
But she'll want to shake off, memory of a goldfish from the last couple plays that she's had. She's got an opportunity to step up here and make something happen.
Shot on the way, high and long. Misses to the right. Clock didn't even start there, so we'll see if they actually figure that out. But we're off and running. And the clock is not going. And the official stops. Good on the official. He sees it. Was it at state basketball, I think, this past year? We had a clock issue. I think we went for almost a minute. Didn't have clock. Always important to get it down. We're back off and running. 17:45 to go here in this one. Nice play by Lombardi. Lombardi goes up front to Garcia. Knocked out last second by Gilbert. Everybody, they kind of go into waves. Gilbert will have a good offensive set for 5 minutes, and then Des Moines Christian will have a good offensive set for about 5 minutes. There's really no, dominant team so far. Obviously, with the game still at 0-0, but Thatcher chasing after it with Hallie Evans, the freshman. We called her name a couple times today. She's been really solid. That one somehow, some way stayed in bounds. Now it runs out. It'll be Des Moines Christian ball. You and I talked about it, Austin. A goal this late in a game like this feels like it's probably a backbreaker and probably for the game. So intensity-wise, it's already at an all-time high, but when you just know that you might not get a chance again, things really pick up.
Yeah, I think that's got to be some of the discussions in the huddles there as they just coming out of the water break here. We've known since yesterday that these water breaks before and after are key points to the game where everybody gets geared up or lets off a little bit knowing that they're coming, and it's definitely been the case today as well. As had a ton of action right before the water break.
Oh, good header quickly, shot on goal, knocked around and kicked right back out by O'Brien. And we're going to get a foul call on McGuire. Boy, Caitlin Mumm was in there for Des Moines Christian, Garcia, and just last second, Katie O'Brien knocked that thing out.
I tell you what's kind of a goalkeeper's nightmare there is the ball. They can't see the ball's hitting a bunch of different people. They're trying to get into good position, and thankfully the defenders got stepped up for the Tigers and were able to thwart that offensive opportunity for the Lions.
Sydney Lynch and Pothoven were going at it there for a second. They've been aggressive together all day. Gretter has it here. She'll wait and survey. She goes downfield to Lynch, and now Lynch with Pothoven. Pothoven kicks it out, and it's going to be a throw-in. Just not quite corner kick territory. Lynch at the corner. Kicked out, remains Gilbert ball. Shout out to the ball girls. They have been everywhere today, and they're doing a great job getting the ball right back in. That one kicked out, and Des Moines Christian
corner kick for the Tigers.
Not going to go their way. It's a Kruger Seeds corner kick for the Gilbert Tigers. And kicking it will be Alex Harswick. Alex has had a couple chances today. Maybe she can put it in here with 14:47 to go. Harswick lines it up. Kick on the way. Low line drive headed out quickly by Pothoven. Here's Roberts, one of the forwards all the way back here, and she'll clear this thing downfield. A little bit of a misstep there by Pyle. Luckily won't hurt him too much. Evans off to the races here. Couple missed kicks here for Gilbert in the last minute. You and I talked about, mistakes. You just can't miss here.
Just trying hard to get that clear out of there, and just kept on going off the side of the foot or too high or too low, and just couldn't get it out. But now they've taken the ball down the far sidelines, and it looks like they gained a throw-in really deep in the defensive zone of the Lions.
Well, and fatigue's got to be settling in with how far they've gone. 13:46 here to go. Shot on goal, high, and misses to the right. Good chance, though, by Thatcher. And it'll be a goal kick for Marin Miller.
Got 3 substitutions coming in for the Lions. Looks like Garcia's going to get a rest, and bringing back in Bennett as well, the near side offensive forward.
IMT Insurance Substitution. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. Miller was the one who sent it out there, and here comes Des Moines Christian on a run out. Olivia Lombardi kicked out, DMC ball. And a stoppage. Don't know what it was for. Maybe a handball. Back and forth we go. Ooh, good opportunity here. Olivia Lombardi. Lombardi centers. Knocked out last second. Good header by Harswick. Lombardi again. Harswick again clears out, but a throw in upcoming for the Lions deep in Gilbert territory. Deep traffic with Addison Price. Back to the middle. Oetker to McGuire. McGuire skies that one in the air, and it's caught by Thomas.
Lions stringing together some opportunities there. Just couldn't get a clean shot, and Thomas is able to control that one easily.
Redder misses on a kick. Throw in upcoming for the Lions. 11:48 to go here in this one. Roberts in the center, gets around one. She'll try to center once again. Right leg by Roberts, but it just doesn't leave the ground, and Thomas picks it up. It's almost like when you got a door not locked, but you're pushing on the door, you're doing everything you can to get in. It looks like you're going to get in, and then last second it just won't open. That's what these offenses are looking at. You're there, you're right there, you're pushing. You just can't seem to put it all together. Someone's going to do it here. Whether we have to take it to OT or PKs. These two teams just have been so even. Gilbert has clearly learned after that first matchup against Gilbert earlier this season. Bennett tries to go in and head it. They go around the corner to Oetker, knocked out last second by Gretter. Great defense. Bennett, right leg, shot on the way, misses high and right back behind the net.
Tell you what, I've been really impressed by Addison Oetker, that freshman midfielder. She's just kind of been all over the field.
Yeah,
she's had a few shots on goal, but has been calm as she's kind of just patrolled that midfield, trying to get somebody open and definitely willing to take a shot of her own.
Number 53, Abby Patel.
What a game. 10:21 to go. Gilbert trying to get down that far touch line. They center to the middle. This one's knocked ahead. Sydney Lynch is there. Competition with Kira Roberts. Tough fight. Abby Patel is in there for Gilbert. This one knocked back. Here come the Lions. Roberts back to Lombardi. Lombardi centers. Gilbert kicks it out. Who are they going to give it to? Gilbert.
So it'll be interesting to see as we get down in these, closing minutes here. Is one of these coaches going to take a risk? It's maybe bring somebody up into the offensive zone and try to make something happen, or because I could see Gilbert with their record and against the Lions, maybe trying something and maybe trying to end this in regulation, or do you just wait it out for overtime and see what happens? But it's going to be interesting to see that chess match as the game unfolds a little bit further here.
Davenport Assumption just scored. It's 4-1. Turn, fire. Miller goes wide and is able to pick it up. Good shot attempt, though, by Madison Powers. So it's looking like the winner of this game will get Bishop Heelan in the title game. Harswick, good job on the back line. O'Brien, haven't called her name a ton. Ellie O'Brien here in this second half. Thatcher backed up to O'Brien, but once again, DMC's back line is just not letting much go past him.
It's been rock solid in that middle. Just pretty much the box width, right there. They are just a safe door to a bank. It's just impenetrable.
But once again, you're about one missed kick away from someone getting a wide open chance. Des Moines Christian had a penalty shot, couldn't quite get it to fall. That was probably the best chance today we've seen from both teams. And here come the Lions with a run out. Bennett, left leg, just stays on the ground though. Can't quite find anything with it. And Gilbert gets away with another save. 8:04 to go. Buckle up. This thing's going to get crazy here in the last couple minutes. This one knocked up ahead. Sydney Lynch chasing it. Lynch tried for a shot on goal. It's knocked high in the air. Both players just kind of wondering where something happened. Sophia Pothoven was there.
Does a great job of just taking that ball over the top of the pitch or top of the frame there. Gave up a corner kick, but could have been some dangerous things happen if she wouldn't have done so.
It's a Kruger Seeds corner kick. Alex Harswick has had a couple of these chances here today. Gilbert looking to break this tie at 0. Harswick lines up. Kick on the way. It's a low liner and it's headed right back out to Harswick. She'll try again a little bit further in. Shot on goal. Header misses for Thatcher. She came flying in and just couldn't get it. And DMC takes it back. Wow. Oh, man. Just barely missed it. Take a look at the replay. Watch Harswick come flying in. Oh, just missed it.
For Des Moines Christian, number 13.
I mean, any connection of the body on that ball would have put it into the back of the frame there.
O'Brien takes it away. She'll fire a long shot on goal, and it bounces into Mara Miller's lap. You know how I said maybe long goals might be the way to go? Maybe you should go short. A lot of these balls are just dying before they get to the net. Patel up against Oetker. Patel again breaking free. Abby Patel off the bench, going to O'Brien. O'Brien tried to get it back to Lynch. Couldn't get it. Katie O'Brien, far side to Thatcher. Thatcher to the center. McGuire is there. Kick to the center. It's cleared out last second. Good play by Sophia Pothope. Boy, she has been huge on defense today.
Well, the Gilbert wave has been running, and Lions have just tried to get that ball out of there to try to turn things around, and Garcia's got the ball on her foot. She takes a long shot.
Misses to the right. That was a beautiful shot with that left leg, but Isabel Garcia just could not sneak it in, and the captain says, what else do I got to do? Take a look at the replay.
Now, O'Brien just settles that ball down, and just a quick shot. Powerful shot, just a little bit too far to the right for her. Great opportunity for the Lions on a nice little counterattack after a strong clear after a bunch of pressure from the Tigers.
It is crunch time, 5 minutes and 9 seconds to go. Foul on Lynch. Moines Christian gets a free kick. Not a bad spot for a free kick. I keep looking at the wind thinking it's making a difference. It's windier up here on the press box than it is down there on the field, but it's blowing a little bit down to the southwest. Good header by Gilbert to get in front of that one. Look out, Roberts has it on the right side. She'll try to stop and go. Roberts centers and hopped on by Thomas last second. Garcia was waiting there if that thing got there. And Gilbert wants to go. Patel.
Nice connection to the midfield. Lynch is wide open on the right side here, but she takes it over to the left.
Powers waiting, guarded by McGuire. She'll go back to Pyle. That one goes long. Cleared out last second by Tessa Erzin. That one's skied up in the air. A lot of the fans start talking a little bit more, as if the pressure doesn't get bigger here. 3:50 to go. The crowd starts to really get into it. The Lions back line just won't give up. Sophia Pothoven has been huge today. Not letting that one go.
Especially in the last few minutes, she's made 2 key stops there, and
look out, here comes Roberts, racing after it. And actually knocked out. I thought she might try to turn on it, but DMC's got a good chance. Just nobody's up here. Garcia fighting for it against O'Brien. O'Brien at least gets it back up the pitch a little bit further with 3:10 to go. Hodker snaked out last second by Harswick. Center to Kira Roberts. Kira gets it knocked up in the air, and then Bennett will go after it. Hounded by Patel. Bennett turns, right leg, misses to the right. You'd think after all these shot attempts, especially from way out, one might get that lucky bounce. But it's just not working. Both goalies have been so good.
Yeah, they've been
2.5 to go.
Yeah, been playing the ball perfectly. Haven't really had any bobbles even on some of those unique plays.
Abby Patel, man, she's been good in these couple minutes she's been in. O'Brien back to the middle to Powers. Powers back to the far side to Pyle. Pyle goes far side to Thatcher. Thatcher all the way downfield. Header by Pothoven.
Patel's in a great position here if they can get it to the outside. And
Lynch tried to turn on it. Yeah, she just had too weak of a leg on it. That's out though. Bennett, Redder takes it. 1:50 to go. O'Brien knocks it out. Loose ball, DMC. Garcia gets around one. Lions got numbers. Good stop in the middle. Great stop in the middle by Ava Johnson.
There was trouble brewing for the Tigers as well, as they had had a maybe offsides, but the Lions had sneaked somebody through there and was going to get a breakaway if they wouldn't have got that foot on it.
Patel got bumped from behind and a foul on Kira Roberts. 1:12 to go. Free kick upcoming. Boy, this is state soccer at its finest.
Yeah, Hartswood's going to want to take her time on this one to get set up and make sure that she gets this perfect kick in.
1 minute to go. Harswick, kick on the way to the center. Knocked up. Chance for O'Brien. Miller hops on top of it. And calm, cool, collected Marin Miller gets the job done. 44 seconds to go. Pyle. Far side to Thatcher. Thatcher knocks it ahead. Sydney knows better. She's going to hold back. Didn't want to get off sides. 30 seconds to go. We're nearing overtime. And a foul called in the middle of the field.
This will probably be the last play of the game here.
I don't even know if they want to do it because both teams look so exhausted and the clock's running. I don't see any urgency out of Des Moines Christian here. I think they're just going to be happy to take this one to overtime. And if I'm not mistaken, it'll be our first overtime of the state tournament. Bennett will be the one to kick with 17 seconds to go on the clock.
I think they're going to be going for it here, Blake.
You got a buzzer beater left in you. Bennett, long kick, falls right into the lap of Thomas. 12 seconds to go. Thomas will just run this one out.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
And it looks
4,
like Redder will hold.
2, 1, time.
80 minutes was not enough. We need 10 more here at the state soccer tournament. Class 1A semifinal, the 1 seed Des Moines Christian, 0. Gilbert, the 4 seed, 0. We'll be back for more overtime action. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Living your best life means something different to everyone, especially when it comes to healthcare. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care. We are here for you with one team of experts, providing access to the primary care and highly rated specialty care you need, easily and conveniently. So go ahead, live your best life. We're with you every step of the way. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
Frank, when you think fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sun-kissed orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion. Because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament Class 1A semifinals. Blake Walker, Austin Oliver with you here this morning. About to be this afternoon. This one will go long. We still got about 3 minutes left till our break. Austin, we're in overtime. We're going 10 extra minutes. 80 minutes was not enough. We got to go 10 extra. And who knows, this honestly feels like a PKs kind of game. But both these teams just no give in either team. Both teams just off to a phenomenal start. And of course, we're going to overtime.
Yeah, we've seen some great goalkeeping. We've seen some great backline play. More offense than I honestly thought we would see probably with both these teams. I know that Des Moines Christian came in with a lot of goals scored, but a lot of offense on both sides. And just looking across, we got one fan on the far side. They're getting their money's worth over there, all by themselves
crazy.
over there. Yeah.
Way to get, I mean, that's a way to get burned over there. You can see the one in the green shirt behind the Gilbert tent. Boy, these fans, they've stuck this one out. Obviously, Waverly, Shell Rock, Pella fans starting to make their way in. Their game is slated to start at 12:30. But this has been crazy. I mean, it has just been a wild game between two very talented teams. Des Moines Christian, defending state champion, trying to move on and defend their title, while Gilbert lost in this game to this team 2 years ago, trying to get a little bit of revenge. It's a hot day. It's only getting hotter. Shout out to our people on camera, both on this field and on the other field. Our producer, Justin, hanging out here. It's hot. 80, probably mid-80s now that I look at it for temperatures. And fatigue, you could just tell in that last minute, after that last chance by Harswick on a corner kick, both teams were like, all right, let's just go to overtime.
Absolutely, yeah. The last little 15 seconds that they had on the field, I saw Bennett and the offensive player, defender for the Gilbert Tigers just kind of looked at each other and be like, just let's go, and they both kind of agreed. So.
Both fan bases, it's been a great match so far. A great celebration of the Iowa girl.
What a day. What a game it's been. The officials have come walking back out. And it is our first overtime game of the state soccer tournament. Surprised Dar's not calling this game, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Mr. Overtime himself, he's over on the other field. That one's probably going to finish up before we finish this one.
Yeah, I was trying to look over there and see if I could see anything happening, but looked like Assumption had a few set pieces, but they're just not able to put anything on frame. Still can't see the score. I got one tree that's like right covering the whole scoreboard, or I'd be able to see it there. Producer Justin, can we talk to somebody about getting that cut down over there maybe? It's a field of view for us over there.
You know what's crazy? As we close in on the noon hour, after this game, whenever it finishes, you only get 24 hours to prepare for a title game. That's not very long. I mean, you'll go back, watch a little bit of film, rest up to the best of your abilities, and then you got to get back up and get going. As the sides will stay the same as they were in the second half, so we'll see how everything shakes out.
Yeah, that championship game set up for Field 6 at noon tomorrow, so yeah, you're exactly right. They're going to have a short turnaround time for that championship. And
so here we go. Overtime number one. It's sudden death, winner take all. Des Moines Christian and Gilbert. Here's Abby Patel. She had a couple good minutes there in that last break. She came off the bench. Sydney Lynch there for a second. It's been a tough physical game between these two teams. Garcia upfield to Evans.
Nicely weighted ball out there, getting her a good opportunity to maybe get a centering pass here, but big surprise.
It feels like, you know, you get a good offensive set rolling, you're like, all right, this is it. And then all of a sudden, just one girl for either team comes in and says, I don't think so. I'm going to come in and kick this thing out last second. Both teams, just no one's missing the mark. Incredible soccer so far between these two. That's why we get to play extra. 80 minutes was not enough. They're thinking 90 like you'd usually see in a professional soccer match. Garcia turns, fires, shot on goal, misses high. Thomas somehow knocks it up and out. What a save.
Yeah, I think she was trying to decide at the last second on whether she was going to take that with her hands and catch it, but the last second she decided to go with a punch. That'll lead to a corner kick. The first one in the overtime. It's going to be Bennett stepping up to take it.
Here we go, Bennett, Kruger Seeds corner kick. That one's high, and it goes over top of everyone's head. And Gilbert will clear it back out. Back on the backside, cleared out last second by Tessa Ezrin.
Yeah, I think everybody was collectively holding their breath as that corner kick went in there, but just ended up being just kind of a dud, you know, as it went over everybody and kind of fell to the far side where nobody was at. But good opportunity for the Lions early in this first overtime.
O'Brien, good job. Kicked it right off of O'Brien, or excuse me, that was Ezrin, or Erzin, who kicked it off of O'Brien's leg. We talked about it might just take one mistake for either side, and with the fatigue like it is, you just start to see you're not as sharp as you once were at the start of this one.
Yeah, it definitely gets a little sloppy as the further and further we get into the game, especially with the field conditions the way they are, the temperature the way it is. And I think we could see a couple errant passes here and there, but still great soccer being played by both teams.
Bennett, 1-on-3, kicked out last second. Ava Johnson. Heck of a play. Is it a corner or is it just a throw-in? It's just a throw-in here for Des Moines Christian. Bennett gets it in. Headed right back to her. She's doubled in the corner and gets it over to Garcia. Garcia, shot on goal on the way and high and over top of the net. That's been the thing. The misses are pretty much high most of the time.
And they're hanging up in the air. I mean, they're making it interesting every time. I was looking at the goalkeeper trying to decide what she was going to do, and it ended up being quite a bit over the top of the frame. But
and the way Thomas backs up, you're like, oh my gosh, it's going to fall in. But that's just her preparing in case it does drop. The wind has picked up a little bit. Lynch over to Patel. Abby Patel to the corner. It's knocked out. It is Gilbert ball, though. The Tigers going to have a chance. Gretter steps up. McGuire tries to kick back. Lynch on the touchline. She'll center. Over to the middle. Power shot on goal. Misses. Caught right in the lap by Marin Miller.
Freshman not afraid to take a shot here in a crucial point. Just one time that, but it was right where the goalkeeper was at.
Johnson on the back line, goes up ahead to Thatcher. Wire in there. She's been really good on the defensive side today for the Lions. Try to kick that one up ahead. It's knocked out. Des Moines Christian gets a throw in. It's like wash, rinse, repeat. We're seeing the same things every single time they come down here. 5:22 to go here in overtime number 1. How overtime works, you get 2 10-minute periods of sudden death and then penalty kicks. And penalty kicks are not my strong suit to talk about, but is it first to 3, first to 5? I can't remember, but you get
five shooters.
Yeah,
no
5 shooters no matter what, and then just kind of best of that.
Yep.
And the way these goalies have played, it sets up a really interesting spot.
It could go less than 5 shooters, depending on if one team misses all and one team makes them all. But yeah, you try to get ahead by, really it's a first to 3, and then got to win by 2. So.
Boy, Sydney Lynch kind of sat up there. She was waiting on offense. Back the other way. O'Brien turning on it. Now Thatcher on the far touchline. Long kick upfield by Pyle. Up ahead to Powers. Powers pushed from behind by Roberts over to Patel, and Patel misses to the right. Just couldn't quite get that right foot on the right side of the ball. She kind of hit it with her toe, and it's a goal kick upcoming for Des Moines Christian with 4 minutes left to go.
The play slowed down a little bit, but still quality play. I mean, we're not talking about people screaming down sidelines or anything like that, but the connections are still there, and they're doing a good job of getting shots on goal.
Miller to kick.
Oh, no.
Dangerous kick to Lynch. Lynch tried to go in and had tough contact with Sophia Pothoven.
Big surprise. Once again, Pothoven.
They're both
her body around.
They're going to be good friends by the end of the day, Sydney and Sophia. They have just been all over each other. Under 3.5 to go.
Definitely been a competition. I don't know if they're friends right now, but they surely will respect each other after the game.
Roberts there for a second, but nobody's back for the Lions. Kira Roberts. How about Abby Patel again? Sydney Lynch now with it here. Lynch going to try to get to the corner around Pothoven. Pothoven kicks it out, but it's Gilbert ball.
Quickly taken in there.
And a foul on McGuire.
Big foul here. Opportunity for the Tigers.
This is the closest free kick, I think, Gilbert's gotten all day.
This is very similar to the first corner, or first free kick she took right over here in the first half that she almost scored up in that upper left-hand corner. So she's going to have a kind of a redo of that one that almost scored in the first half.
Harswick has had a couple chances today. The wind is favorable for this, blowing back toward all the Gilbert players sitting there. With 2:18 to go, Harswick on the free kick. On the way, it is knocked up in the air by Miller, knocked out by Pothoven, and it sits right there, and it's cleared out by Bennett. Big chance here, though, for Gilbert. O'Brien turns on it. Miller stops it. Boy, the goalies today have been phenomenal. O'Brien, Patel against Bennett. Bennett went for a slide tackle and missed. Here comes Abby Patel. Patel to the middle of the Powers. Powers lines it up. Gets it over to the middle to the other O'Brien and offsides.
I think she saw it at the last second as she stutter stepped and kind of looked around, but she was already offside at that point when the ball came in. But she was in a great position, had split two of those defenders and was just waiting for the ball. It would have been if they would have taken that pass just a slight second quicker, she would have had her on sides.
1:24 to go. The Waverly Shellrock team, as there's a foul, Waverly Shellrock has been sitting over here behind the Des Moines Christian goal. They've been watching the entire time, and their coach finally said, okay, we got to start warming up. So they're warming up. That game will conclude about usually 30, 40 minutes after this one. So long kick. Roberts has it here in the middle, and she trips. McGuire on the back line, kicked ahead out by Katie O'Brien. Savannah Shimp. Haven't called her name a ton here in this second half into overtime. 38 seconds to go in overtime, number 1, by the way. Thatcher on a run out. Up ahead and cleared out by Ezra. Erzin, I'm going to get that right here once. Up ahead, quick header, 21 seconds to go. Shimp. Knocked to the middle, Katie O'Brien. Tough contact here between Garcia, 10 seconds to go.
7, 6,
Kyle knocks it
4,
long.
3,
up ahead,
2,
and they're not going to have enough
time.
Shot on goal, not going to count. 90 minutes was not enough. We're going to 100. 10 more minutes on the clock. We will take a break. Still 0-0 in your Class 1A semifinal. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy
All right,
Company.
soccer fans, we remain tied after the first.
Living your best life means something different to everyone, especially when it comes to healthcare. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care. We are here for you with one team of experts, providing access to the primary care and highly rated specialty care you need, easily and conveniently. So go ahead, live your best life. We're with you every step of the way. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
Frank, when you think Fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sun-kissed orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion. Because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament here at James County Sports Complex on Coach County Field. Gilbert and Des Moines Christian, the Class 1A semifinal. 90 minutes was not enough. We got to go 10 more. We're in overtime number 2. 10 minutes on the clock. Sudden death. If we don't score this one, we go to PKs. Here we go. We have switched sides, so now Gilbert is going to the left of your screen. Des Moines Christian is going to your right. Thatcher, upfield. Picked up and kicked out. It's a little bit of an awkward kick. It'll go right back to Thatcher. Both teams, by the way, just look exhausted. Thatcher, shot on goal, drops right into Marin Miller's lap. She'll pick it up and kick it out.
Had a little bit of traffic in front of that one, but Miller just in perfect position, just watches it come through a couple of players from both teams and plays it easily.
Jenna Roberts chasing after it. She has it here. She gets around one and knocked out last second by Gretter, but DMC will get a chance to throw in. Nine minutes to go here in overtime number 2. Long kick on the way, and it's caught last second. Ooh, flying over was Olivia Lombardi. She might have gotten there.
Yeah, Lombardi kind of came out of nowhere. I didn't expect to see her there, and then at the last second as Thomas was waiting for that ball to get to her, she, I think that ball's going to die there, isn't it? Yep, it is.
Stopped in the corner by Ellie O'Brien, fought for with Evans. Or excuse me, that's Shimp. Knocked out, it'll be Gilbert ball. It's amazing the parents that have walked up and down the sideline trying to follow the ball and talk to their kid. A lot of effort, a lot of passion here. Long kick by Pyle. It sneaks through a couple, and Lynch didn't think it was going to. Neither did anyone. And I'm telling you, that's fatigue. I think you're just kind of seeing it in front of you that they think, I could just jump in front of this, but you miss it.
Well, I think they thought the other girl was going to do it. Just some miscommunication there about who was going to step up, because both the girls could have had an opportunity to take a shot at that ball, but neither one of them did. As we'll get a free kick. I think any place inside of the half is going to be a dangerous spot for both teams.
Yeah, you got a foul in the middle, so now a free kick upcoming for Des Moines Christian with 7:40 to go. Long kick on the way, and Thomas will catch it right in her lap. Those aren't easy. They make them look easy, but they are not easy. Give credit to both Thomas and Miller today for their efforts. I think they've gone final over there on the other field with Bishop Heelan advancing, so the winner of this game will get Bishop Heelan in the title game. Ooh, almost a chance to knock ahead. Thatcher is wide open here on this near side.
Need to flip that field if they can. She's just sharking on the far side of the field. They finally identify her and pulling somebody back as Patel once again getting a lot of possession over there on the far side.
Sydney Lynch with the chance. Lynch trying to get there. Pothoven knocks it out, but oh my goodness, we got a Kruger Seeds corner kick coming up for Gilbert with 6:53 remaining. Buckle up. Alex Harswick, again, with a chance. And a chance to move on to the state championship game nonetheless. The wind won't be a factor. Harswick kicks it. It stays straight. O'Brien got it knocked away. It'll come back to Thatcher. Thatcher turns, fires, and misses to the left.
Solid shot from Thatcher, though. Holy cow. She
lined herself up pretty well.
Kind of on that back foot, and just got enough twist in those hips to be able to get a decent shot on it. Just wasn't on frame.
IMT insurance substitutions here. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMT INS. Nobody here is worry-free, as everybody's anticipating a close finish. McGuire in the middle with Powers. Patel with it. Oh boy, she's got good ball control. She centers up to Lynch. It's kicked out last second by Erzin.
I mean, it's funny, Patel, we didn't even say that name hardly at all in the first half. And
she didn't play. I don't think she really played a lot. I think she started on the bench, if I can remember correctly.
And then the second half, she has been just all over the field offensively for the for the Tigers. Lions trying to build now.
Powers, good play up ahead. Evans trying to chase it down against O'Brien. Thatcher gets around Evans. Evans is staying aggressive. Thatcher, Evans again with a nice play to get in front of it. O'Brien up ahead, and nobody goes and gets it. If this was in the first 5 minutes, somebody would have gone and got it. But when you're in the second overtime with 4:48 to go, it feels like both these teams are like, well, we might just go to penalty kicks. O'Brien misses that one, but eventually gets back on it, and that will roll to Marin Miller, and she'll pick it up. Miller sends this one back, 4:25 to go in our second overtime. If no one scores in the next 4.5 minutes, we are headed to penalty kicks.
Garcia better step in front of her.
Shot on goal, misses to the right, but did she touch it? Yes, she did not.
Nope, did not call a goal kick.
I'm going to say it just misses her, so it'll be a goal kick upcoming for Gilbert. Lucky break there.
During the break between overtimes, I was calling for 5-minute water breaks here, but my grant was not wished, or my wish was not granted. So just 3:50 here left.
Obviously, the girls' union tries to keep everything on time. This will offset everything today. Here goes Ellie O'Brien. O'Brien, it's going to be a one-on-one. Shot on goal is good! Gilbert wins! Ellie O'Brien, the junior, sends the Tigers to the Class 1A championship game with 3:22 to go in overtime. Revenge is sweet, and the Tigers finally get past the defending state champion Des Moines Christian Lions. Oh my goodness! And pandemonium on Gilbert's sideline. Take a look at the replay. Finally, you get a one-on-one breakaway, and Ellie O'Brien, the junior, makes the most out of it.
Just split those two defenders and settles the ball, and is nice call, cool and collected, puts the ball into the left-hand corner for the goal.
It's her 12th goal of the season, and there will be a new state champion as Gilbert will face Des Moines, or Gilbert will face Bishop Heelan in the Class 1A championship game. Oh my goodness.
Honestly, I was just expecting it to go to PKs. I mean,
it felt like both teams were kind of anticipating it, just waiting and thinking, all right, we're going to have to go to extras and PKs.
When I even think the ball that was sent in there, is weighted in there, wasn't really a centering pass. I think she was just trying to get it out of the way and just split both of those defenders, and O'Brien made that run a perfect attack. Stayed on sides, and was able to make that attack, and those are some of the toughest balls to deal with, because you have two defenders screaming down on your back. You're trying to get control and get settled down, and she did all three of those things and put that ball away with ease, actually. So,
unbelievable game. As they'll give the trophy presentation, we'll send it down to our PA announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the field for the awards presentation. In addition to receiving medallions, every player will receive a commemorative soccer ball and bag tag provided by Iowa Farm Bureau, title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the Girls Union are Gene Berger and Gary Ross. Congratulations to head coach Dan Webster and the Lions for Des Moines Christian on an outstanding 2023 soccer season. Attention, Tiger fans. Ellie O'Brien advances your team to the Class 1A championship game, where they will face Bishop Heelan on Saturday, June 3rd at 12 p.m. on field number 6.
Well, in less than 24 hours, Gilbert will be right back here on this field. The 2 seed will take on the 7 seed, Bishop Heelan Crusaders. What a game, as they'll go over and celebrate with their student section. It's a 1-0 victory in double overtime as Gilbert defeats the defending state champion, Des Moines Christian Lions. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll be on for about a 30-minute break, and then we'll be back for our Class 2A semifinal of Waverly Shell Rock versus Pella. He's Austin Oliver. I'm Blake Walker. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in a little bit. You've been watching the Iowa Girls State Soccer Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.